Chapter 3, Section 9, The Bureaucracy, Presidential Supervision. As the formal head of the bureaucracy, the president can use his or her authority to influence the implementation and enforcement of federal law in a variety of ways. Appointment. The president has the authority to appoint senior bureaucrats who are not part of the civil service, and only about a third of these appointments require confirmation by the Senate. As a result, the president is able to handpick many of the executives who lead bureaucratic organizations, allowing the selection of candidates who are ideologically compatible with the president's own policy agenda. Conversely, because political appointments serve at the pleasure of the president can dismiss them if they fail to act in support of the president's policies. While the president appoints a few thousand senior bureaucrats, the federal bureaucracy has approximately 2.5 million employees. Thus, the vast majority of bureaucratic workers are civil servants, not political appointees. As a result, the president's ability to direct the day-to-day operation of the bureaucracy is limited, as most bureaucratic workers are not necessarily loyal to the president or her policy agenda, nor can they be fired for their political beliefs or their lack of loyalty to the president. Sometimes, tensions between the president and the bureaucracy can escalate significantly. For example, the ongoing investigation of the 2016 election undertaken by civil servants in the FBI has cast a cloud of speculation over the Trump presidency, leading President Trump and many of his supporters to retaliate by questioning the competency and neutrality of the civil service. Executive order. In order to streamline the process of managing the bureaucracy and to have an official record of bureaucratic directives, the president can issue executive orders that instruct a bureaucratic entity to take a specific action. For example, the president could request that the Department of Labor issue new regulations regarding overtime pay. The president can also issue executive orders that direct a bureaucratic organization to refrain from acting, such as by instructing the Justice Department not to pursue prosecutions for low-level possession offenses in states that have legalized marijuana. All executive orders are subject to judicial review. If an executive order exceeds the scope of the president's authority to implement or enforce legislation, it will be found unconstitutional. Oversight. The Office of Management and Budget, OMB, is the federal agency that supervises the implementation of the president's policy vision within the executive branch. The OMB prepares the president's budget proposal to Congress. Though Congress is not bound by the president's proposal, the president can nevertheless reward or penalize a bureaucratic entity with a favorable or unfavorable prospective funding allocation. The OMB also conducts regular oversight of the bureaucracy, evaluating the effectiveness of and setting priorities for the hundreds of bureaucratic organizations within the executive branch. This review process gives the president valuable information that can be used to dismiss underperforming political appointees, appoint new candidates to fill vacant positions, and issue executive orders to promote the president's policy vision.